Welcome to this week's episode of Behind the News with Piya Jyoti, where we go behind a current event or topic of high interest. Today we will go over some of the world's most expensive weddings. We have all been mesmerized by one of the biggest weddings of all times. Let's begin by talking about the current wedding of the youngest son, Anand, of Indian tycoon Mukesh Ambani with Radhika Merchant. The wedding, which is still going on, started with pre-wedding ceremony in March of this year, and the main wedding ceremony was conducted this past weekend. The festivities had multiple ceremonies in tents in Jamnagar, luxurious cruises, and the actual wedding in the Geo World Convention Center this weekend. It was attended by who's who of the global business elites, politicians, sports stars, Hollywood and Bollywood celebrities. There were numerous live performances by global elite performers, with some singers charging up to even $10 million. The real expense of the wedding is still unknown, with event experts putting the price between $500 million and $1 billion. What do you think about Ambani spending so much on this wedding? This sounds extremely expensive to an average person, and in a country where over 80 million people live below poverty line of $1.25 per day. Other way of looking at it is that weddings are a big craze in Indian culture, and an average Indian spends twice on weddings than what they spend on education between preschool through graduation. An average Indian could spend up to 10% of their net worth on weddings. Compare that to Ambani's, who do spend a lot of their money in philanthropy, are spending less than 0.5% of their net worth on this wedding. We all will remember the wedding of Ambani's daughter Isha Ambani with Anand Piramal, which costed around $100 million. This wedding saw multiple ceremonies, including a big party at Lake Como in Italy and attendance of many elites, including Hillary Clinton, and performances from Beyonce and others. The question is, how do we balance the cultural significance of lavish weddings with the pressing economic and social issues faced by many people in the same society? In 1979, the royal wedding of Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum to his cousin Sheikha Hind bint Maktoum in Dubai costed a whooping $137 million in today's dollars. This week-long extravaganza included a 5-day national holiday, and a venue was built from the ground up to accommodate 20,000 guests. Think about the extent to which resources are utilized for such grand celebrations, and how does this impact the perception of wealth and tradition in society. Before it went all downhill for the Sahara head Subroto Roy, he enjoyed the status of pulling together the world's most expensive wedding for his two sons, Simanto Roy to Chandni Toor and Sushanto Roy to Richa Roy. It was a 6-day extravaganza which costed over $75 million in 2004, which is around $123 million in today's value. This wedding saw live music by British Symphony Orchestra and dances by famous Indian choreographer Shamak Davar. Top chefs of Taj Group put a lavish meal of over 100 different cuisines together for the feast. The world was mesmerized by the royal wedding of century between Prince Charles, now King Charles, and Lady Diana Spencer at St. Paul's Cathedral in 1981. It was a fairy tale wedding, and in the pre-internet era, which amassed a staggering broadcast viewership of over 750 million people worldwide. The wedding had 3,500 guests and costed an estimated $48 million, which is around $115 million in today's dollars. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle wedding in 2018 costed around $63 million in today's dollars, and Prince William's wedding with Kate Middleton in April 2011 costed around $33 million in today's dollars. Both of these royal weddings were fairy tale weddings and followed by large number of people globally. What is it about royal weddings that continue to capture the imagination of millions around the world. Another royal wedding of repute is that of Prince Felipe of Spain and Leticia Ortiz Roca Solano in 2004. This was a lavish wedding that captivated 25 million viewers. The wedding costed between $28 to $54 million in today's dollars. Well, the point to think is, with the growing economic and social challenges in the world, how is the tradition of extravagant weddings going to change in the future? It's always fascinating to track these extravagant and fairy tale weddings, particularly for us from the South Asian descent. Weddings in US also cost in millions and on average can be around $200,000 as per the Indian event planners. Thanks for tuning into this segment. We hope you found it informative and entertaining. Don't forget to subscribe to ITV Gold and stay tuned for more interesting topics in our next video log. Have a great week ahead and take care.